you're a professor of plant development.
That's right.
What are the best types of plants for making biofuels?
That's a very interesting question. There are a lot of options available. As I said, the initial drive has been in these food crops where there's very easy carbon available in the form of sugars and starches, which are very easy to ferment, as we know from alcohol production over the years, to make bioethanol that you can use as a fuel. But food crops have been bred specifically for food, and therefore the kind of drivers that have optimized the production of those things are not really what we need for biofuels, where just the sheer accumulation of fixed carbon is what we're really looking for. So the other options that are under intensive investigation now are various dedicated perennial biofuel crops like these willows that we can see here, also some of the energy grasses like miscanthus, where we would hope to get access to these more complex carbohydrates in the cell walls, these lignocellulosics. That's a really important area of research. And those crops have a huge number of advantages over the annual food crops, because they take a lot less fertilizer, for example, to maintain, because the nitrogen cycle down into the soil into the roots over winter and then taken up again. So they're really much more efficient in terms of inputs and more efficient in terms of outputs, because you're using the whole shoot system, not just the seed, for example. So I think those are a really good option. And then in the longer term, there's also a lot of interest in algae, and that comes partly from the fact that they make oils, which you can obviously use directly as fuels, and that's a very attractive option. But the challenges there are really getting good, cheap, reliable systems for growing them at really high scale. And I think it's generally acknowledged that sensible biofuel production from algae is a way away in comparison to some of these lignocellulosics.